All right, we are here at the ABA Techshow. Looks like they're getting everything set up now, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to come through with a 360 camera and take a look at all the various things that are getting set up here. It is an incredible operation, lots of things to set up. Just finished my first session. I think it went well. I had to stretch my material a little bit since my co-presenter fell suddenly ill and she couldn't make the trip. They wouldn't let her get on a plane. So I had to fill the hour by myself. I hope I did okay. And that was stressful, but it's done. Now I'm gonna go down to the Expo floor and check out what's going on now that everything's like fully set up. So let's see how that is. Hopefully there's coffee down there. All right, first session done. Walked the exhibit floor, saw a lot of cool things. A couple of people I didn't get to talk to yet. They think I'll try and talk to again tomorrow. So we'll see about that. Now I gotta go finish. I just met with my co-presenter for tomorrow and we have a plan of attack. I think we're gonna be fine. Next session is tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Not that long from now, but it's been a really good first day. Or I guess it's technically day 2. I never know how to number the days of conferences. Thank you for coming to Talking Heads. I don't remember the subtitle of the subject of the talk today, but it's called Talking Heads. We're going to talk a lot about video and how attorneys can use video not only to communicate with your existing clients, but also to connect with your coworkers and also prospective clients as well. Because this is about video and lots of different kinds of video, I did bring my GoPro with me, so I'll be recording this, and I think Temi, who will be presenting with me, is also going to be filming, not from like recording this webinar for like archival view purposes, but just more of different ways that you guys can use video in the daily life things that you guys are doing. One question that I get from a lot of people is, how do lawyers like make videos about being lawyers when you're always dealing with client confidential information? Not dealing with any client confirmation today, going to seminars, doing the things that lawyers do isn't always work product or attorney-client privilege information. So there's lots of things that we can always talk about, and we'll go over how we can start packaging some of those things. So just finished presenting the second session of the tech show for me. I thought it went really, really well. My co-presenter was amazing, Temi. I'll post a link to her where you can find her in the description down below. But she's amazing to work with. And now I'm back in the Expo hall. But first, I'm gonna get some coffee. Today I brought my own mug because I always feel bad about how much disposable stuff I go through when I'm at these conferences. Since this one is in Chicago, I brought my mug that I use at the office. My office is just that distance far enough away from where the tech show was, where it's like, do I take a cab? Do I walk? It's kind of like a long walk, but a really short camera. So I'm just gonna walk it. It is really cold outside today, but there is a system of underground walkways that I can take to get from the hotel, pretty much almost from the hotel to my office. There's like a block on each end that I have to walk extra outside, so that's not too bad. But in the meantime, I'll give you a tour of the underground walkway, or the pedway, as we call it here, as I'm talking about kind of my thoughts on the ABA Tech Show. This year, 2020, I thought this was the year where I was gonna go to every session, meet every person, attend everything, and it turned out to not be that way at all. Work is extremely busy. We're onboarding just a lot of people. We're growing rapidly at the office, and we've got tons of trials. The reason why we're growing is because we've had so many trials. I spent a lot of last year just saying no to people or saying that we're fully booked, and I just got tired of saying no. So I'm gonna say yes, which is always my first gut instinct anyway. I hate to turn any potential client away because my clients are people that I've been working with for years. So we've got a lot of people, we've got a lot of trials, and as much as I wanted to devote a lot of time to this conference, I couldn't. So I basically came in, did my sessions, said hi to a couple people at the Expo floor, and then had to leave. I was really grateful though that a lot of people were asking questions during my sessions. I always love that. It shows me that people are listening and engaged and are interested in what I'm saying. When I have a cold audience, I always kind of feel like no one cares about what I'm saying. But lots of people asked questions, lots of people came up afterwards, which is one of my favorite things to do, is to talk to people one-on-one after the sessions. We had a lot of that today. My co-presenter, Temi, was absolutely amazing. She did a fantastic job of really commanding that audience, and it was a pleasure to be able to work with her. And I saw some interesting things at the Expo floor. So it was good to see Trial Pad there this year. I think they weren't there last year. And that's concerning when a company that should be at a place like this isn't. But they're here this year. They got a lot of exciting things in the pipeline that I can't wait to be released or announced. And then saw a couple of other quirky little interesting things, like the kind of stuff that would kind of make me unnecessary for a lot of my clients. And just like Trial Pad, and a lot of people used to think that Trial Pad would put a lot of hot seaters out of jobs. I don't see it that way. I see it as ways that clients can become more services hungry, more tech hungry, can become more sophisticated. If they're not spending their budget on something, they'll spend it on something else because the ball always has to keep moving, and people always have to step up in order to make their case visually as well as rhetorically compelling. So some timeline stuff that I thought was super interesting, and hopefully I'll be able to make a video about that coming up soon. Some PowerPoint template stuff. Template's not the right word, but some PowerPoint kind of plug-in type of things that were really peculiar, and I'm not sure what to think of it yet, but hopefully I'll get a chance to kind of review it, play around with it, tinker with it, and see how it goes. So it's been interesting out there. So a lot more interesting stuff on the Expo floor than I normally find, because a lot of times it's about stuff that I don't care about as a hot seater or someone that only really cares about trials and litigation. So happy to see that there's more of the kind of things that I like. I mean, who wouldn't be excited to see more of the things that they like, right? But that's it for me and the ABA Tech Show 2020. There's still another day of it, but I'm not going to be here. I have to go out of town this afternoon after I grade my students' litigation technology midterm, so I'll do that. And I'm pretty much going from that right to the airport, so the busyness continues.